We're live.
Is there nothing there? See if you can find us. Alright, we're supposed to be live here anyway. I don't know if we are. We're having such a bad time. Such a bad time that it's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Starting. Here we are. We are live.
There we go.
Yes. Yes. We are live on. Yes. We are live. Stream from Louisville, Kentucky. And we have had a terrible, terrible time of getting ourselves live tonight. I don't know what happened, but now it's like so simple.
Looks like we're live, yep.
We are live. It says live. I don't know why. I really think that it's just not, no. That's what I mean. I don't think we're supposed to be watched live. Alright. So, I got some questions from some people several weeks ago. And it looks like we're froze again. We are froze again. Anyway, we are live, but I hope it's on the encoder. I'm not frozen. It was about taking steps to get from one train to the next and back and forth. It was just a small. Watch my streams. You know that I don't do it that way. I can't make it happen. So if I start trying to force it and trying to write something, it just doesn't work out. So I have to wait till something comes to me and then write it and it all comes out. So anyway, I already had this kind of thing in my mind that I was writing something about a train and being on a train track. So, alright, so I'm going to share this with everyone. So what inspired me to write Riding the Rails was an old-time friend. Someone that I hadn't heard from in many, many years. But someone that I've known for probably 15 plus years. So I'm not going to mention any names. But, so I recently talked to this person. And, I knew this person quite well years ago. And so anyway, I don't even remember who contacted who on Facebook. I don't know how much detail I should get into. I'm not going to get into a lot of detail, but this person, I actually had wondered about this person because I wanted to do like an interview because they had like a radical change in their life. So I was wondering about if the changes that they made was what they expected that they would be, and if their life was better because of the changes they had made. They had made some really radical changes in their life. So I had wondered if what they had done had given them the insight and the peace that they had wanted in their life. So I had some questions and that I wanted to ask. I mean, it's not like I thought about this all the time or anything, but it was just kind of some kind of random thought. So anyway, lo and behold, I get this message wishing me a belated birthday. Well, I don't even know when this message was sent because I don't know. It was months later that I even noticed the message was sent. So I read the message and I messaged back, something like, when did you send this message? Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so I heard back. So anyway, to make a long story short, to be very honest, like I said, this person went through has gone through a very, very serious change in their life physically. And I am wondering if this physical change has made their life any easier as they thought it would be. So what I found out is no, it did not. It did not change their life for the better as they thought. It only made their life more difficult. So I'd only spoken to this person once, 1 or 2 days before I wrote this poem. So when I sat down to continue my original poem, this is what came out was writing the rails, and I didn't intend on writing the poem. It was not even a thought in my mind, but that's what came out, and it is about someone that I've known for many, many years, and that was at one time a dear, dear friend, and I hadn't heard of in forever. So anyway, that was my newest poem, Riding the Rails, and I won't mention any names, but it was about a friend from the past, and how a person thinks that a radical change in their life will make their life better, easier, and they undergo some very, very serious, tremendous changes physically, and their life is not any better. It's worse than it was before. So that was that's where the poem came from, and because I am prone to probing into a person's mind, psychologist. I'm psychology. Um, I've always been intrigued about what makes a person do what they do, and so I was curious of what has happened to this person, and how their life has been. And that's where my poem came from. So, and again, I did not intend to write the poem, but that's what came out when I sat down to try to continue the poem that I had started weeks earlier. And I started to try to continue that poem, and there was nothing, and so Riding the Rails is what came out, and it was nonstop until it was finished, and it just flowed out. So anyway, the person that I wrote the poem, they know they know that the poem is about them, and they said that if I hadn't told them the poem is about them, that they would have known anyway. So anyway, I think it's a good poem. I think that it can apply to a lot of different people, but because I was asked the question, I said that I would honestly ask any questions that was asked. So that's my honest answer. Riding the Rails was written about someone that I've known for many, many years. So that's it. And the other question was bluegrass or Kentucky poetess. And so my answer to that was Poetess of Kentucky, which was neither one of those. So that was my answer. So anyway, I don't know what happened here, so we are going. There we are.
No, we're back.
All right, so we are going to continue, even though we've had technical difficulty, which that is no news to us because, hey, we have technical difficulty every time. And we just keep on
Yeah,
trucking.
the
We keep
justifiers.
we justify, we just keep on going. And we will not be beaten by technical difficulty. No. We refuse to be defeated by technical difficulty because you know what? We are smarter than that.
We never give up.
We never give up, and we will figure it out. We will figure out the technical difficulties. So we continue. We continue. We happily continue.
Any other questions from your viewers?
Yeah, there was another question. I don't remember what it was. It was on Facebook. It was from Athena.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? It was something about if I could do something with, what was it? If I could have dinner
Yeah, with a famous person or
with a
something.
famous person, living or dead,
Something like that, yeah.
something along those lines.
Yeah.
If I could have dinner with, or powwow, or
In a teepee.
or have a live stream with. There, if I could have a live stream and my friend over here, Clint, could be substituted for anyone living in the past, present, or was there future in there, you think?
Yeah, let's go for it.
I don't know anybody in the future, but if my friend over here could be substituted for anyone living or dead, who would I substitute him for? Well, let's see. Wow, I have no, oh my gosh. Oh, I think I do too. I think I know. Well, I am a poet. I am
And she knows it.
I am a poet and I know it. And why do I know it? Because I've been told I am. I've been told by my fans that I am a poet. So that makes me a poet. Plus, I got some really good poetry. So, I think that I would choose a poet from history. And just off the top of my head, I would like to substitute my good friend over here, with Lord Byron. Yes. All right, here now, Lord Byron. All right, now, you're Lord Byron, the poet, crazy poet from the past. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, he had a wild, wild life, from what I've read and watched. You wouldn't want to be him anyway. So, anyway, off the top of my head, I would like to hear directly from his mouth about his, what was true, what was untrue, what was just and what was unjust about what people say about him. I would like to know if he is, the radical person, the perv person. He's got, all kinds of things said about him. So I would like to know if they were true or false. And I would ask some really cool questions and probe him into his mind. I'm not going to say what I'm thinking here. But anyway, if anybody knows about Lord Byron, you might get there. Okay. So, anyway, if I could have anyone dead or alive or past, future, present, off the top of my mind, I think Lord Byron. I think he would be a very interesting person to sit down and communicate with. And I would like to find out if he is everything that people say about him. I think that would be fun. All right, so Lord Byron.
Okay. If you go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Wow. Anywhere in the world. Well, My wants and likes are pretty simple. As far as I'm concerned. Oh, anywhere in the world. Well, oh my gosh. Wow. Anywhere in the world. I don't know. Let me think. Well, I do want to go to France. My dad's side of the family are from France, and they are actually from the south of France. But I don't know if I could go anywhere in the world. Hmm, I don't know where I'd go. I would go to let me think. The Netherlands. I would like to go to the Netherlands, and I think it's a very, very unique place and very, very beautiful, enchanting. It's a very magical place. So I think I would have to trade the south of France to the Netherlands. So I'd like to go to the Netherlands.
Wonderful.
As long as I didn't have to go by myself. I wouldn't want to go by myself. But I think I'd like to go to the Netherlands and check it out. So that's my answer.
And you're sticking to it.
And I'm sticking to it. So anyway, if there's anyone out there that lives in the Netherlands, I would love to hear from you and send me some beautiful pictures. I'd love to see some personal photos that you have of your home, and let me know about it. Let me know how it is to live there. So the Netherlands, yes, check it out.
Okay, I think this one came from the dating game.
Okay. Oh yes, the dating game. Let's explain this.
What year was that?
Wait
That
a
was way
minute,
back
in the 70s, I think.
Yeah. Do you remember it?
I do remember it. Yes. You know, they have that on YouTube and on Netflix.
Yeah, but I'm so old I can remember watching it.
All right, now my friend over here he did some research and he came up with some questions. Well, he didn't come up with them, but he researched and gathered some questions from the old
Dating game.
old dating game, the old game show called The Dating Game. So he is going to now ask me some of these questions from the game show called The Dating Game. So here we go.
I think this was funny. I mean, I put them all together. What are your favorite men's scents?
My favorite men's scents?
Scents, yeah.
Scents.
Yeah.
Like you smell?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I don't know if I can say that on here. I don't know. I like sweat. Amongst some, at least one or two other things. I think I need to pass on that one. I think I need to pass because I don't know who might watch this and I don't want to disclose too much about my senses. But there are at least one other or two other. What was it again? Oh, my favorite sense of men's favorite sense. Yes. Yeah, I'll just leave it as sweat. and leave that alone.
Okay, I think this one was from it. Where is the perfect first date spot?
The perfect first day spot?
Date spot.
Date. The perfect first date spot. Oh, first date.
First date.
Whew, well, first dates are tricky because each person's trying to fill the other one out and try to get a idea of what's going on. So, you know, trying to size the other one up, we'll say. So I don't like first dates. Can you just skip the first date and go on to a month later? I don't like first dates. I don't like dating at all. I don't like it. I don't know. I don't like, and I especially don't like first dates or second dates. Or dates. But anyway, what was it again?
Favorite first date spot.
Oh my God. Favorite first date spot. Spot? Does that mean like a place
Yeah,
or like
location.
a spot?
Location.
Well, I guess that means where would you prefer to meet someone for the first date?
Yeah.
Well, you see, I don't want to meet anyone that I don't know and just anywhere. So I would have to have a spot that was safe, that was in the public eye, and that I had lots of exits. I'd have to have exit to the right, exit to the left,
What is that?
exit to the back, and exit to the front. I think that's the on the plane, on the
Yeah.
airplane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to have and even an exit up. If I had to climb through the ceiling somewhere, like an air conditioner duct or something like that, I would want as many exits as possible because you never know who's going to show up. This person can say they are so and so. They appear to be so and so, but when you actually meet them, they're not so and so. They are that person that we all know, that person, and it's not a person. They're not a person we want to associate with. At least I don't anyway. So I like to have all my exits accounted for. I like to have my car close by.
So she wants a waitress to go exits here, exits
No,
here.
I check out all the exits on my own. I don't leave it up to a waitress or anybody else. I take care of that on my own. And I want to have, someone know where I'm at so they can make sure I'm okay.
Yeah, do
So
you have like a secret code on your phone?
I have all kinds of secrets. I have all kinds of secrets, and that's why they're secret. And I have all kinds of people watching on my back. So, my favorite place for a first date would just be somewhere simple. Somewhere simple in public. That I had a lot of exits available. That I would not go anywhere that was secluded or we're out of sight or anything like that. So that's just me, and that's how I think. Someone else, I'm sure there's a lot of people that's totally different, totally opposite the way I think. But you know what? The question was to me. The question was to me, so that's how I answer it. A public place with a lot of exits. Keep your car close and your phone on. I guess that says something about my dates.
Make sure it's charged.
Yes, make sure it's charged. Yeah, I guess that does say something about, my dates, considering I don't go on a second date. It's very far and few in between. So anyway. All right, so what's next? What are we doing here?
This one's very, very good right now. What would you do if you won the lottery?
Oh my God, I know. My oldest son asked me if I had bought a ticket that it was worth, I don't know how many.
800 million or something. It's almost
Yeah,
probably
I mean, it was like way up there. And I'm like, no, I didn't buy a ticket. What would I do? Well, first thing, I would take care of all my family, make sure that they had everything that they could possibly want. And once I did that, of course, I would give most of the money, I give it away. But I would travel. I would travel where I wanted to and stay as long as I wanted to. I wouldn't really have any destination. Well, I guess I'd have to have a destination to get a ticket. But I would just go. I would just travel. I would travel from one country and stay there as long as I wanted to. And when I felt like I needed to go somewhere else, then I would go there and I would stay until I was ready to leave. If I was ready to leave or not, I may decide to stay. But anyway, I would travel anywhere and everywhere I wanted and stay when I wanted and leave when I wanted. And, it'd be nice to have a companion. So if I had a companion, of course, we would have a lot of fun and just do whatever we wanted and just have a good life. And then but first priority, I would take care of my family and any friends that I had that I felt that was deserving. I would take care of them. And then secondly, I'd give most of my money away. Thirdly, I would travel. And of course, take care of the dogs and cats
Yeah,
in
that's
the
what I asked
world.
about that. I knew that was
Well, that was giving my money away.
Yeah.
That went into giving my money away. Yeah. Sounds pretty good to me. A lot of fun. I can have a lot of fun traveling with the right person.
Regarding that, we all know you like dogs. What's your other most favorite animal?
Well, it's not humans. It's not humans. I do like humans. Some of them. Very few. Well, no, I can't. I don't want to sound like I'm like that, but I do like humans. But I only get along with certain types of humans. Um, it's someone that says I get along with everybody. I question that. Yes, I can get along with everybody, but do I get along with everybody? No. Can I? For the most part, yes. Do I want to? No. I shouldn't have to. So I try to avoid the people that I don't get along with. Which, there's several people that I don't. There's several types of people that I don't get along with. But what was your question? Animals.
Yeah.
Well, I like wolves. I like wolves. I think they're very important, and I think they get a bad rap. Wolves are, yes, they're predators, but so is we are too. I mean, what did we do when before we had civilization and before we had grocery stores and before we had the internet? We were predators. We had to hunt and we seeked out other animals that were easy prey. So we were predators. We are predators. We just happen to be on the top of the food chain, but we are still predators. So I think wolves are absolutely mystic. I think they're beautiful. I find them very intriguing and mysterious. Um, I just think they're a beautiful, beautiful creature. And there's a lot of different types of wolves that are being slaughtered because of their nature. And they're just doing what they know to do. They're being themselves. And because humans have taken over their territory and the wolves have had to move beyond their natural habitat, and they're moving into the population of humans, that's the problem. And the more the humans are expanding and expanding into the wolves' territory, and so come on now, what would you do? You know, we live our life. We have invaders coming into our life, and we do. I'm not going to mention any specifics, but Come on now, y'all have to know what I'm talking about. We have people that's coming into our country invading us. So are you going to stand by and let them invade us without doing anything? No, I hope not. So that's the same type as the wolves. They have invaders coming into their territory, and all they're doing is trying to protect it. So how can they're the same as we are. We're trying to protect our territory and our home. So I think that they need to they're very important to they're very important, and I know that there's a lot of controversy with wolves, and I would like to think that people will do some research instead of just making a harsh decision and just say, oh well, they're a wolf. They're doing this and they're doing that, but try to understand them on a more of a psychological term, and try to understand where they're coming from and what they think and why they do the things that they do. So, a wolf, because I consider myself a lone wolf. Arr! And yes, I have been known to howl at the moon. I proudly howl at the moon. and I think a wolf's howls are absolutely calming. It soothes me. It's very calming, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, very few people have heard that. What is your most valuable skill?
My most valuable skill. Well, uh, my instincts. I don't know if that's a skill. It's probably not considered a skill. I mean, yeah, instincts is not considered a skill, and I'm aware of that. So, a skill. I have people skills. People skills are considered a skill because it's on applications and they ask you that, so it's a skill. I have a really strong people skills naturally. I always have, and it's just a natural something that I have. No one taught me, so I don't know. I guess I was born with them, born with people skills. Um, so people skills, people skills. We're like, yeah, people skills, and but everyone doesn't have people skills. Some people are lost. They try to present themselves as having people skills, but they fall short. Um, so it's good to be able to know when to be a certain way, or to I don't want to come across as that I'm not me, and I'm not real, because I am. But there are circumstances that you do have to present yourself in a different character than you would if you were at home or you were with friends, and that's people skills. So people skills. That's my final answer. People skills.
What movie are you embarrassed to admit you love?
That's a good one. Oh my gosh. I love so many silly movies. Embarrassed to say that I love?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, I'm not really embarrassed to say anything I love. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm really not I'm trying to think. If I like something, I like it. I don't care what anybody else thinks, but I'm trying to think of something that I would be embarrassed. Well, I guess when you say what would you be embarrassed, it would depend on uh what type of people that you would be around when you would reveal this movie. Because if you were around a certain type of people that um, would regard the movie that you're going to mention is some wild, far-fetched, crazy movie, well, it could be any movie. But if you're around another group of people and they're like, they would think that movie's the greatest thing at all. So, I'm trying to think of something that I would be embarrassed about. Hmm. I don't know anything. I guess some people would be embarrassed to admit they like the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That-
I think it's the greatest thing ever. I think it's the greatest thing ever, and I love it, and it is so funny, and I think it's brilliant. I mean, I wish I could strut like that in those high heels. If I had a man that looked that good in those in those heels, and I mean, good grief. How can you not like that movie? But so am I embarrassed that I like that movie? No. But if I was around a certain group of people, they would probably uh, try to make me feel embarrassed. So anyway, the Rocky Horror Picture Show, only because certain people would be horrid to consider. It is a good movie, but I'm not embarrassed because I like the movie. But I could be embarrassed for other people, I guess you would say. I don't know what I'm saying here. Oh my gosh.
So, what did you dream about last night?
What did I dream about last night? I didn't have a dream last night. I don't. Oh wait. Well, people say they don't dream, but I think that we dream all the time, but we don't remember it. But honestly, I don't think I had a dream last night, consciously or subconsciously. I think I would remember something. The last dream that I had that I remember was not a good dream. It was actually one of the worst dreams I've ever had in my life. I've had some bad dreams. I've had some really scary dreams. I had a dream once where I thought it was. I didn't think it was a dream. I thought I was half awake, half asleep. And I felt like there was this entity or this being that was beside me, and I literally, it was the most scared that I had ever been in my life. I don't know if woke up or was half asleep, half awake, but I realized that it seemed to me that there was something there, and I was so scared I could not move. I literally could not move, and I couldn't even scream. I couldn't speak, and I was frozen, and that was probably the worst feeling that I'd ever had in my lifetime. But since then, I've been told that it was I forgot what it's called. It's when you're in between REM sleep and deep sleep, and if you wake up during that time, you do feel like you're paralyzed. And so anyway, uh, I don't. If I dreamed last night, I don't know what it was. I don't remember anything about it. So I don't know. I don't remember having anything. I don't remember dreaming last night.
What would you change about yourself?
What would I change about myself? Well, one to put that in as far as trying to answer that in one answer. What would I change about myself? One thing I would change about myself. Uh, I would like to be able to get inside people's head more than what I do. I would like to be more knowledgeable and more intuitive, to be able to really get inside a person's thoughts and examine them from just what they say and their actions. I think that would be really cool to be able to read people better. I think I have a pretty good sense of it, but I would like to be better. So I would change, what was it again? What would I change about myself?
Hmm.
Would be my ability to probe people's minds. I would be more stronger and more intuitive about that. Is that an answer?
Sounds very good.
Don't know.
So, hot air balloon or bungee jump?
Bungee jump. Which bungee? Where I'm going head down or feet first?
Head down.
No way. No way am I bungee jumping head down. Now, I did get in line to do this one time. I did get in line to bungee jump. Bungee jump. And I was in Lexington, and I was at this big picnic, Toyota picnic. And they had all the stuff was free. And they had a bungee jump. So, and it was head first. So I stood in line for a few minutes, and I'm like watching these people jump, and I'm like, and they were bouncing, head down. And I'm like, I am not going to do this. I'm not going to do it. I don't care if it's free or what. I'm not going to do it. So I got a line. I did do a very short, actually, I think it was called a zip line. Something sorted, but it was a very short one. You just get in this harness, and then you go up, and then you're standing on this platform, and you have a hold of this thing, and the floor just drops out, and then you go through this cable, hanging on to this cable. So whatever it was called, I don't remember, but it was fun. But now, as far as bungee jumping, if I was harnessed in and I could just jump, possibly, but I am not going to go head down, and I don't know. That's very, very scary to me. So, I don't remember what the question
Hot
was.
air balloon.
Okay, so oh yeah, if I had to go head down, hot air balloon would be my choice. Seems pretty safe, except for hot. It says hot air balloon, so I guess it would be hot. You know, they got all that air and that heat.
Yeah, that's true.
But maybe it was in the wintertime, it would be all right.
That is pretty quiet.
Well, you got that shh.
That's true.
Shh,
Maybe.
shh,
I don't know.
shh, you know, the
Yeah.
the gas or whatever it is. What is that, gas?
No,
Is
okay.
it gas? What is that? The
Yeah.
yeah,
Maybe
it would be quiet. But you gotta, unless you can drive the thing, you gotta have some third person up there. So, they'd have to be pretty cool too. I wouldn't want to be up there with them.
So, what are you scared of?
What am I scared of? That's well, I mean, oh wow. Do I answer this honestly, or do I just kind of sugarcoat this? Most people say they're scared of heights, snakes, spiders, their mom, their dad, their husband, their wife, Well, I realized a couple years ago that although I don't like snakes and I'm not scared of spiders, I'm not scared of my mom.
That's like a song.
Maybe I can't sing a song, but maybe I can write one. Oh wow, do I really want to say this? I realized that I'm scared of success. And that's what I realized, that I was scared of success. Not not so much scared of failure, but scared of success, because it takes a lot of energy, and it takes a lot out of a person. Um, so I realized that I was scared to move beyond a certain point. Um, I would get to a certain point in my life, and as I see it, I would get to an edge, um, from where I was at, and I had to where I could go and beyond. So I would get to an edge, to this point, and to step over this edge would mean my life would change, and so I would have to be, I say be a different person. I would still be myself, but I would also have to act and talk and behave in a different way. And is but I knew this. I was aware of this. Not It took me years to fully become aware of what was going on. But once I became aware of the I was scared to succeed. I realized what was going on with me. That I was afraid that, um, once I took that step over that edge, that I wouldn't be able to handle it. I didn't feel that I was strong enough. I didn't feel that I was knowledgeable enough. I didn't feel that I had the energy. And I knew that I would have to leave a lot of people behind. And I wasn't ready to do that. I wasn't equipped to do that. So many, many years, I fought with myself, with this. And I would get to the edge many, many times. I would get to the edge, and I would self sabotage myself. I would self sabotage what was going on because I was afraid to take that step over the edge. So I would do something that would set me back. So I did this time and time again, and so then I don't know. A few years ago, I started making some changes in my life, and started really, really searching my soul, and pondering over why I did this, why I done that, why things turned out for me like they did, and how I affected other people's lives. So my fear started getting less and less, and I started feeling that I was getting stronger. I had more knowledge, I had more insight, and I realized that yes, I'm going to have to leave some people behind, but that's just the way it is. Those people have just as much opportunity to move forward in their life as I do. I'm nothing special. Everyone has the ability to move forward and move past all of the problems and heartaches and everything that happened to them. So once I came to this conclusion of that everyone has the opportunity to do what I was afraid to do, and once I realized this, it somehow it helped me realize that I'm not just leaving people behind, that they are choosing to stay behind. That these people are choosing to stay in their past. They're choosing not to move forward, and by me choosing to move forward, um, doesn't make me a bad person. It doesn't make me, someone that is abandoning my family or friends, because they have the opportunity, the same opportunity as I do. And if they choose to stay where they're at, then that's on them. It's not on me. So when I realized this, then I chose to make these changes. And once I went under these changes that I went through in my life, I felt that I had earned certain certain rights. I was more knowledgeable. I wasn't as afraid as I was before, and I felt that I had gone through enough in my life that I had earned to step over this edge. So once I learned that, and once I realized the things that I have gone through and the progression that I've made in my life, that I've earned this ability, this next stage in my life, I was able to step over that edge, and my whole life changed. It changed for the better. So what I'm saying is that we all have fears, and we just have to learn to deal with our fear and rationalize it, and do the best that we can with it. So my fear was success. I didn't feel that I was equipped to be successful. I didn't feel that I was strong enough to be successful. Uh, and I had to work with that. I had to work with it really, really hard. And that's what I've said before. That's why I started the stream. It was to help me get over a fear that I had, and to put myself out there. And that's what I've done. And it has helped me. So my fear it's still a fear. It's still a fear, but it's gotten a lot better. It's gotten a whole lot better. So I guess my fear is I don't know if I really have a fear of success anymore, but it's still in my mind, because with success, there's a great you have more people looking at you, more people want something from you. They expect certain things from you. They look up to you, and you need to be able to fulfill those shoes. So it's a lot of pressure. So anyway, that's my success.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Do you sing in the shower?
Well, no. First of all, I don't take showers. I take a bath. I'm a bath person. I love to sit in the water and soak. And I've been asked, well, aren't you just sitting in your own dirty water? I've been asked that several times. Why don't you just sit there in your own dirty water? Well, first of all, I'm not that dirty. And I'm like, well, what I do is I like to take a hot bath, and I soak. And then when I'm done, I have a big cup and I rinse off. So it's like a shower. It's like a bath and a shower. So I rinse off. But I'm just not a shower person. I don't like that. Yeah, I do take showers, but I don't feel that you can get as clean in a shower. I think you need to sit in the water and let your your skin soak and all that kind of thing. So so yeah, I'm sitting in my dirty water.
So you don't sing in the bath either?
Oh no, sing. No, I don't sing in the bath either. I may listen to some music and maybe say a few words, but no, I don't sing. I don't sing.
So this is probably
No.
not good enough either. Have you ever been to a karaoke bar?
Yes, I have. I have been to a karaoke bar. Yeah, I have in Bowling Green, Kentucky. I went with my oldest son. Yes, we had a lot of fun. Although we did not sing.
Oh, you didn't sing at all?
No, I did not sing. I enjoyed listening to other people.
Oh, that's some entertainment.
But we did have fun. Hey, Jason, if you're out there, remember we went?
Do you know they had those over there when we were in Okinawa? In the
a
Japanese
karaoke?
bars? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That's where they first were.
Can you sing?
No.
Well, then why are you always making fun of me? I can't sing either.
I've tried karaoke though.
Well, how was it?
Mm-mm.
No. No, I just, I know my limitations. Wait a minute. Did I sing one time? No.
You sing in your car at all?
Yeah, I do like that,
Yeah.
but, and I did, yeah, I mean, I'm not the worst, but Am I interested in it? No, I'm not. And I have to be interested in something to really get behind it. Interested in it. So,
So, what's your favorite outdoor activity?
I love to hike. I like to hike. I like to climb on rocks, shimmy down rocks, go in caves. Um, I love nature, so I like to hike and get out and just hike and take in all that's around and adventure. So I like to hike through the woods, through whatever.
Well, we got a lot of hiking around here too.
Yeah.
Right?
Hmm. Yeah, and Natural Bridge is a great place to hike. If anyone's looking for a nice place to hike, Natural Bridge will put you through. So got to be in good shape to hike up there. I've done it twice, or 3 times.
So, what are 3 things on your bucket list?
3 things on my bucket list. Wow, let's see. Uh, 3 things. Is that so? You're saying like, I mean, I know what most people put on their bucket list. Things that I want to try or do.
Yeah.
Well, most people want to fly an airplane, jump from an airplane, bungee jump, that kind of thing. Well, of course, I'm not like that. Of course, I'm different. Oh, wow. This is really exposing myself here. Do I dare? Wow. Okay, 3 things on my bucket list. Well, see if you can guess one of them. Just take a guess. See if you can guess one of my
On your bucket list?
Yeah. See if you can guess one. 3.
Not 3.
No, 1 out of
I know,
3.
1 out of 3.
See if you can guess one.
Oh, do something with dogs, right?
I'm not telling you. You're supposed to tell me. 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3 things on my bucket list. What do you think they are? Or what do you think one of them would be? Or one of them is? Discuss. What do you think? Do you know me well enough? Apparently not. To guess one thing that would be on my bucket list. I don't think there's any way you could know.
Can you give me a hint?
It's not anything that most people have on their bucket list. It's got something to do with real life, emotion, being a real person. Find someone you really care about.
You get married again?
No, not necessarily.
Just find your soulmate.
That's close.
Find someone that for the rest of your life.
Well, that's close. I mean, yeah, it has to do with that. Something to truly do. Really for yeah. I don't know if anybody would guess this one. I don't know if I want to say it on here. Oh my gosh. You gonna guess?
I thought I was getting close.
Well, yeah, it has to do with that. It has to do with that. You did get close. You did get close. So you said find my soulmate, get married again.
Mm-hmm.
So what comes in play with those two things?
Relationship.
Well, yeah, but in order to build a relationship, find your soulmate, be married. What all comes into that? Well, when you find your soulmate, think of that, and then before you get married. Before you get married, what all's involved in that?
Knowing everything about each other or whatever.
Yeah, but what brings two people together to want to get married?
Attraction.
Well, attraction brings two people together, but
Hmm.
what,
Love.
right? Yeah,
So
that's all right. So, well,
find
oh,
someone that you can fall in love with again. Or fall in love with.
that's closer. Again?
For fall in love. The right one this time.
That's close enough. You did good. No, on my bucket list is I can't say that I have truly ever been in love. I know, that's surprising, but that's true. Now, and I say that because the person that I am now has never been in love. Has never even really liked a person. I don't even really like people. So, I mean, there's people that I do like, yes, but there's a lot of people I don't. So the person I am today, with all the progression that I have made through the past several years, and all the advancements that I've made, and where I'm at in my life today, no, that person has never been in love. Yeah, that's true. Now, the person that I was in my past, was she in love? Maybe once, maybe twice, but that would be it. So, to be in love, to really be in love, to honest to God, just take that chance and go for it. Be in love. And I still don't know if I can do that, but that's on my bucket list. I don't know if I can do it though. I don't know if I would ever be able to achieve it. But is it on there? Yeah, it's on my bucket list to be in love. And to be in love, you got to, to be truly in love, you got to surrender yourself to, and you got to give your control up. You got to give control to another person. Um, and that's where I have the problem at. It's giving control up to another person, because then that person has control over you, your feelings. They have control over you. So that's what I have a hard time doing. Is giving control over to someone else that has control over my feelings. So have I had control over other people's feelings? Oh yeah, I've had a lot of control over other people and how they feel. But to allow myself to be controlled by someone else is very difficult for me, and that's why it's on my bucket list. So anyway, that's something very, very personal about me. So anyway, very personal. That's on my bucket list. How many things was it?
3.
Oh, 3. Well, I think I answered all 3. To truly fall in love, to allow someone to have control over me as far as my emotions, and uh, settle down. Yes, settle down. That's 3. Yeah, which may be impossible. I don't know. Not possible because of me, but to get it all aligned, I don't know. Hopefully, it's not impossible. Hopefully, it's not. All right, so my bucket list is not as most people's bucket list. But you know what? I think my bucket list is harder to achieve than most. It's easy to go just jump out of an airplane, go bungee jump, do all this stuff. But to feel what I just said is most difficult. At least for me. All right, I think he stumped on a question there. I think I blew his mind with those answers. I think I've got it
I'm
stumped.
almost out of questions.
You've asked me all those questions?
Isn't that
Oh
crazy?
my gosh. Well, it is crazy. I thought you had 1,000
I did too. I could have.
questions. Wow, you had a whole cup full of
Yeah,
questions.
2
and
pages full.
wow, I've not answered that many questions. It doesn't seem like it.
No, we're having so much fun. So, do you sleep with your legs tucked under the blanket or 1 foot out?
1 foot out
Why is that?
because I get hot and cold.
Hmm.
I get hot, stick a foot out. Get cold, stick a foot
I
in.
think I do that too.
This,
I do that too.
and it's back and forth, because you know why? I am not just hot, and I'm not just cold. I am hot and cold. According to I'm like a mood ring. You know, you have mood ring. It's different colors
Like your
according
eyes
to
change
your.
the colors.
Yeah, like my eyes change.
With your
Well,
moods, right?
yeah, my foot goes in and out of the cover because it's like a mood ring. So when I'm hot, it sticks itself out. When it's cold, it sticks itself back under the cover. So, so I'm like inside the cover, outside the cover, inside the cover, outside the cover. Sometimes, yeah, that's pretty much all the time. Inside out, inside out. Anyway,
So, what's something you're bad at?
I'm bad at a lot of things. Relationships. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of on my mind, I guess, from the other question. I'm really bad at relationships. Yeah. Why am I bad at relationships, you ask? There's many reasons, I guess. Do I want to share one with you? Let's see, let me think. Which one would I want to share? I am bad at relationships because, well, this is what I've been told. I don't really know if this is true, but you know how some people are. They think this and they think that, but you meet another person and they don't think this and they don't think that. They think you're the most wonderful person around. So the reason I'm bad at relationships is because the person that I might be with, they think that I think I know it all. They think that that I'm full of myself or something like that, you know, which I'm not, and I don't know it all. Maybe I just knew a lot more than they did. I don't know what it is. They just, you know, maybe that's what the problem was. Anyway, I'm bad at relationships, and probably because I've been, you know, with the wrong person. That's probably what it was. With the right person, I don't think I'd be bad at relationships because I'm a good person. I'm an easygoing person. So I'm a very likable person for the most part. So I think it's just me with the right person. I just need the right person. And that would change. So, all right, relationships. Bad at relationships.
I don't know where they got this one. Have you ever counted your steps while you walk?
Yes, I have counted my steps while I walk. Yes.
Explain.
Out of curiosity, I guess. Just when I start something, I don't know. I see, wondering how many steps there is, or I wonder how many feet there is. Wondering how long it'll take me from here to there. So I just count. Just count the steps. I mean, just because it's something I felt like doing.
You look at your watch too, for when things happen, like what time and all that.
Yeah, I want to know what time it was or I look at my cell phone now. When something happens, I look at my cell phone so I can mentally take a note of what time it was
Mm-hmm.
in case I need to In case I'm ever asked anything about it, I know exactly what time
Yeah.
it was. If someone says, "Where were you at so and so date time?" then I can say I was so and so at this time. Or if someone questions me because of they might not believe what I'm saying, I will have an exact time proving I was here at this time. So now what do you got to say about that?
Which we kind of learned when after watching Making a Murderer, right? How important that was for
Oh my
people to know what
gosh.
time it
Yes, you need to
was.
know. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to know where you're at, what time it is, and if you can, have an alibi.
Exactly.
A very respectful alibi. Yes, yes, because sometimes, yeah. So yeah, you should know where you're at and what time it is. It won't hurt anyway. So we got any more questions?
No, should we do this one or wait for next?
I think we're going to close now. We've had, I don't know how long we've been on here, but it's been a while. So anyway, we had a couple of anyway, I don't know what happened. I don't know. I'm done trying to guess what happened. Okay, I'm just don't know what happens. I scheduled a stream. It didn't work. So I had to go and adjust my encoder and just start the stream on my unscheduled channel. So anyways, I know it made it difficult for some people to find, and I apologize from that. But all I can say is I'm going to keep at it until some days it'll work, sometimes it won't. Sometimes it'll be more difficult, sometimes it'll be easy, but I'm not going to give up on it because I think I enjoy doing it. It's fun. And hopefully you guys will keep watching. And hopefully before too long, I don't know what, I'll, but you know what? My videos have gotten better. So that's what's important is that they've gotten better. So with each video it gets better. So that's what's important. And I think that if anything, I prove that if something's important to you, you keep at it. You don't give up.
Yeah.
So you just keep at it, and little by little you learn and have fun with it. So I have fun with it, and that's what's important. So anyway, do you have anything you would like to say?
No. That was fun. I ran out of questions.
I know you had all kinds of questions.
I can't believe that. That was crazy.
It doesn't even seem like I've answered hardly any questions at all. It seems like it's gone by really, really fast. All right, everybody. So and we're going to close now, and we will do another questions and answers probably within 2 or 3 weeks, and see how that one goes. Hopefully that one will go a little bit better. But anyway, everybody, have a good night, and peace and love, and Facebook.